Welcome all the children. Thank you for joining in. And yes, this is Story Mitra. We are a team of myself, Prakriti, and Nandita, and we are, bringing stories, lots and lots of things for children to learn. So yes, here it is. We have today Dr. Aditi, who is going to talk about so many myths that we have around eclipses. So how eclipse happens, what is a total eclipse, what is a partial eclipse, what is a solar eclipse, what is a lunar eclipse. And there are so many myths, so many things that our parents, our grandparents tell us not to do during eclipse. So she's going to answer all of that and much more, whatever you want to ask. So I request all the children to first listen to what Dr. Aditi is going to tell, and then we will open the forum for asking all kinds of questions that you have in your minds. And whoever cannot ask, please type in your questions. We'll keep checking our chats. So yes, and I request all the children to please switch on your video. So Atharv and Yatharth, can you please switch on your video?
We have with us Dr. Aditi, and she's an astrophysicist, and she works at the Raman Research Institute in Bangalore, and she works on a subject of active galactic nuclei. So Dr. Aditi, you can please throw some light on that as well a little later, since even the pronunciation seems difficult for laymen like us. And we're really eager to attend this session on eclipses, especially the knowledge part and the myth busting part. So over to you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Nandita. Hello, everyone. So I'll first introduce you to what eclipses are and how many types of eclipses do we see. So we have solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. So this is a ray diagram which will show you how these eclipses actually happen, like when we get a solar eclipse and when do we get a lunar eclipse. So we have sun, we have moon, and we have earth. So when they all lie in a plane, then we can have either of those eclipses. So when moon lies between sun and earth, then we have the solar eclipse. And when earth lies between the sun and the moon, then we have lunar eclipse. So I'll show you a full movie also in coming up slides where it will be more clear how we are getting these eclipses actually. It's just a very basic introduction. So just to tell you why exactly we are getting them, what comes in between, and that's it. Yeah. So the eclipse which we saw yesterday was a solar eclipse, and it was annular solar eclipse. So this trajectory shows wherever we were able to see the eclipse today. So it moved from Africa and it crossed India also, and then China. So yes, and it was annular. So I'll later on I'll also shed some light on what is annular eclipse. So there are three types of solar eclipses. That is the partial, when full sun is not covered by moon, and then there comes annular, which we saw today when we see a ring of fire. Then is the total eclipse when when the moon fully covers the sun. So this is the trajectory of partial eclipse. How moon. So the shadowed region is the moon. So actually you're seeing both sun and moon together during the eclipses. So it's the sun in the first circle is the complete sun. Then slowly moon comes in between, and then it partially covers. Since it's a partial eclipse, we see that partial surface of the sun is covered during partial eclipse. And when it is an annular eclipse, the one which we saw today, so here again we see that at the bottom there is this sun. So moon slowly starts shadowing it, and then the sun size gradually decreases, and finally we see this bangle sort of a or a ring sort of a structure. This is the corona of the sun. Say if I tell you in scientific terms, so this is actually the corona, and the rest of the sun is shadowed, and we only see the corona of the sun, and then move away from the sun, and finally we see our full sun back to normal.
Dr. Aditi, just can you give a disclaimer that this corona is not related to us?
Yeah, okay. So this is not related to the virus, coronavirus. It's absolutely independent term. So this sun corona was a term given long back, maybe I think sometime in BC. So it's not at all related to coronavirus. Okay, and so okay. Then this is a clear picture showing the difference between annular and total eclipse. So in case of annular, we still see the surface of sun in the form of a ring sort of a thing. But in case of total eclipse, it's completely shadowed. So we don't see the surface of the sun. The the light which we are seeing in case of total eclipse is just the surrounding light, or it could be because of the magnetic field of the sun. So it's a more scientific thing. So the difference is that we won't see any corona during total eclipse. So then this is a video which will help you understand it in 3 dimensions. Okay, so this is the same view. This is a 2D view of the same video. So as we saw that we have this ecliptic where the earth is moving around the sun, and then we have the path which moon obeys around the earth. So when the moon and earth and sun lie in a plane, then we get the eclipses. It's actually called the season of eclipses. So now is the eclipses season, and we are getting a solar eclipse because moon is somewhere here. So yeah, and why we don't get the eclipses during these 2 points? Because the moon path is tilted by 5 degrees angle. So it's not in the plane, so it's either higher or it's or lower than the ecliptic plane. So they are not in a single line. So that's why we don't get any eclipses. Then this is this is a ray diagram for only solar eclipse. So this is the umbra, the darkest point in the middle, and the outer less dark one, bigger circle, is the penumbra. So whenever the locations where the umbra will lie, those people can see total solar eclipse, and wherever this less dark bigger circle will lie, those people or those countries can see partial eclipse.
So Dr. Aditi, just one question. So right now you said that the eclipse, this annular eclipse, was seen in India and in some parts of China. So you showed that belt. So now, right now, it is not morning in USA and countries like those. So when there's a sunrise there, will they also see the eclipse, or they will not see the eclipse?
No, they will not see the eclipse.
Okay, because the moon has already and sun has already
moved. Okay. Yeah.
Fine.
So it's not actually now in the line. They are all three are not in the line.
So has it ever happened that it is shown in some other countries but India cannot see it?
Yeah, many times. Like the coming up lunar eclipse or coming up solar eclipse, they won't be visible in India. So there is a particular path or trajectory on this picture. So here we can see that the penumbra will lie only in these regions.
Right. Okay.
And the rest of the world won't be able to see any eclipse.
So India is lucky this time. We get to see annular solar eclipse. Awesome. Very nice.
And it was a very thin ring. So it is actually very rare event. Last time it happened long back when there were Asian Games. So it's a very so 21 June is the longest day for us, and today was the annular eclipse also. So it is a very rare event.
Okay, perfect. So I think now we will open the forum to the children for them to ask questions. But before that, I have certain questions, and even Nandita had certain questions that we wanted to ask from our childhood.
Yeah.
So one question that I always had was one which I already asked, that if I'm in India and I'm able to see the solar eclipse, will other people somewhere else will be able to see or not? So yes, you answered that. Secondly, what I wanted to ask was that there are many myths that are around the solar and the lunar eclipse. Our grandparents used to tell us that please don't go out. One thing has always made me curious, why we can't see the eclipse through our naked eye.
Yes, so actually the sun is a very, very bright object, and it's very near to us as compared to other stars. So even during the normal days, it is not recommended to see the sun directly for longer time. For some fraction of seconds you can see, but if you see the sun for longer time, it will burn your retina.
Okay.
Because retina focuses all the rays. So similar is the case for partial eclipses also. Because still even though during the partial eclipses the light is 1 millionth time what we will see during normal solar days, but even then we are still viewing the corona. There is still a ring of corona which is visible to us, and that is much higher than what our eyes can actually grasp. So it will damage our retina.
So that is not a myth, that is a fact.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
But during complete eclipse, like during the total eclipses, people do view it through naked eyes when there is complete eclipse.
So has the total eclipse for this year over, like not there, or like when is it going to happen?
That I don't know, but I don't think it will come.
Okay.
There is no upcoming so total eclipse.
Okay, but you said that every year we have 2 eclipses.
Yeah. So I think next will be in December when it has crossed when it is on the second node.
Okay.
And that again won't be visible everywhere. So it will be only visible in those countries where the umbra will lie.
Okay. Okay.
Today we had a sun eclipse.
And I think, as far as I know,
yes, Rasna, yes, you are correct. Did you see, Rasna? Were you able to see? Did it become dark outside?
Yes, it is not too much dark.
Okay, not too much dark.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, yes.
It just got a bit dark.
Okay, it got dark for you,
instead
Rasna?
of being dark.
Okay.
Like when the sun got dark, fully dark, then the air got a bit dark.
Okay, so I think we'll first open it for the children because they are getting fidgety. So, Dr. Aditi, I would just request you to stop sharing your screen so that we can have the full screen for the children to ask their questions. Yes, perfect. So, yes, who wants to go first? Who has a question to ask? Raise your hand.
Ayush.
Ayush. Okay, Ayush.
Yes, so so people believe that it isn't like good to take bath or eat food during the solar eclipse, and some people say even the harmful rays of the solar eclipse causes indigestion. Is this true or is it false?
Scientifically, there is no proof that we should not eat or we should not take bath or we should not sleep or any such thing. So scientifically saying everything is allowed, but I would say respect what the traditions are and just ask your parents questions like why is it said so, what is the reason they are saying that you should not eat or you should not take bath. So scientifically you can do everything during the eclipse.
It is just a shadow of the sun or the moon, the earth or the moon that is falling. So as such, if you keep your food in a shadow, nothing happens to your food, right?
So to add to Ayush's question, Dr. Aditi,
Yeah.
we are also told that we shouldn't eat the food which was cooked before the eclipse. I mean, as per our traditions, they also say that don't eat food that is cooked before or during the eclipse. Cook fresh food and eat. And there have also been people saying, yes, there is bacterial formation in the food which is already cooked. So how far is that true?
So none of this is actually true scientifically. So
Yeah, that's
you can eat everything, you can bath also, everything is perfectly fine. So there is no proof as of now that there is any harm in eating the food that has been cooked before the eclipse or that has been cooked during the eclipse.
right.
There is a there is a sudden temperature change during the eclipses that could lead to spoiling of food. That is the one reason why our ancestors used to believe that we should not eat food. But now scientifically we are so advanced that
Advanced.
things have now changed, and people know that there is no harm in eating the food that
Right.
has been cooked before.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So it is a myth then.
Yeah, yeah.
Scientifically, we can go ahead with it. Great, great, great. Anybody
Okay.
else?
Athar, Yatharth, Arul, no questions. Apti, Apur,
Apur?
okay, nobody has questions. My God.
Only Prakriti and I have
Yes, Rasna, no. Kanishk,
Bharat, Naveen,
Thinking, I'm
anybody?
thinking.
what Kanishk?
Can be the moon is in the other side and the earth is in the middle. Can it be?
Yeah, then there will be a lunar eclipse. When Earth comes between the moon and the sun, then we get a lunar eclipse because Earth shadows the moon. So we don't get to see the complete moon. So you might have heard about the blood moon recently.
Yes.
So that is in case of lunar eclipses only. So red color is because the rays of the sun are getting reflected because of the eclipse, because Earth comes in between um, the moon and sun.
Okay.
Okay, so there is one more, I don't know, belief that goes around that, pregnant women shouldn't go out.
Yeah. So that is
Yes.
again a myth.
Okay.
So basically, sun doesn't know that there is some object that is coming in front of it. It's just they are just celestial objects, and I would say these are one of the most, the annular solar eclipse and the total solar eclipses. These are the most beautiful celestial events for us. So there is no difference where in normal days and in the eclipses days. It's just that in fact in normal days sun is very bright, and nowadays sun's rays are reduced by say about a millionth of the normal days. So there is no harm if a pregnant woman wants to go out. So again, it's a myth.
Okay.
It's a myth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also heard somewhere and rather read it that this kind of an eclipse, annular eclipse, this
Yeah.
is the last in this decade, and the next is probably going to be after 10 to 11 years. Is that true?
Um, in a day, I think so. There is one coming up is the full eclipse, full solar eclipse,
Okay.
complete solar eclipse in December. So some part of the countries will see the solar eclipse also. Oh,
Achha,
sorry,
okay.
annular eclipse also.
Oh, it will be annular in some regions, you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it people might be saying because it should, I think it should not be visible in India. That's why they are saying it should be for us, not for
Okay.
the whole world.
Right. Okay.
So annular, the next one that which I know is in 21, again in June 21.
Achha, okay. Next year, same time, around the same time.
Yeah, around the same time.
Okay.
Annular solar eclipse.
Okay, it's going to be visible in India in the next year, in
No,
June.
I don't think it's visible in India now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So, okay, from India's perspective, maybe they meant this was the last.
maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Maybe from India's perspective, they are saying that it's the last in decade.
Huh.
Because the next which I know is for India, it's in 2030.
2030, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
So
there will
maybe,
be annular eclipses in coming up days, in coming up months, but not for India.
okay. It will be in the other countries, not visible here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Great, great. Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Okay,
Anybody
so
else?
if you don't have questions, I think everybody knows what solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, partial and total eclipse are. So we would just ask some questions to all the children. They can raise their hand to answer, and Dr. Aditi can then tell us whether the answer is correct or not. So are you all ready? Yes? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So the first question is, what is the correct alignment during a solar eclipse? What is the order of sun, moon and earth during a solar eclipse? Okay, let's ask Rasna. Yes, Rasna?
Not really sure.
You can try.
No.
Okay, Kanishk is raising his hand. Let's see. Kanishk, yes.
The sun, then the earth, then the moon.
Okay. Athar and Yatharth also have raised their hands. Let's ask them also. Where are they?
Sun,
Okay, yes.
sun,
Yes.
sun, moon, and earth, solar eclipse and lunar eclipse.
No. I've asked only solar eclipse. So, Dr. Aditi, can you tell the correct order? What is it?
Yeah, so sun, moon, earth is the
Okay.
correct answer.
So, moon has to be in between
Yeah.
the sun and the earth for us to have the solar eclipse. Okay. So, the next question. What is the maximum number of solar eclipses that can happen during a calendar year? Okay, Ayush has raised his hand. Okay, Ayush, yes.
I believe it is 2 solar eclipses per year.
Okay, Dr. Aditi, is he correct?
Right, he's correct.
Okay, you guys were listening. Wow, nice. Okay, let's go ahead. What is the minimum number of solar eclipses that can occur during a calendar year? Come on. Okay, Arul has raised his hand. Let's see. Yes. Arul, can you say? 0, he's saying. Dr. Aditi, is it correct?
Yeah, right.
Okay, perfect.
Great.
Awesome. Okay, so again, there was this explanation. Apti also replied 0. Very nice. Okay, so there is one more question that is there. Total solar eclipses occur due to a unique feature common to both sun and the moon. What is this feature? Is their equatorial diameter the same? Is their angular diameter the same? Or are they having the same distance from Earth? So what is the answer? Anybody? Do you want me to repeat the question? Or have you all understood the question? Why is everybody switching off their videos? Yes. Anybody wants to answer? No? Okay, Dr. Aditi, can you explain then?
I think angular distance is same because of that.
Okay, so basically the angular diameter.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So during a solar eclipse, an observer on the moon looking at the earth would see what?
In a solar eclipse.
Yes, during a solar eclipse, someone who is standing on the moon looking at the earth will see what? Okay, so Ayush has raised his hand. Let's see. Yes, Ayush.
They would see the penumbra or the umbra.
Okay, so will he see the earth partially covered by moon's shadow, or will he see the sun completely covered by the earth, or will he see
He would
the...
see the earth partially covered by the moon shadow.
Dr. Aditi, is it correct?
Yeah, it's correct.
My God, wow, very nice. So this is a very simple question. I hope you all were listening to the explanation that Dr. Aditi was giving us. So this is the last question. Solar eclipses always occur on full moon or new moon, or something else? Okay, Arul has raised his hand. Yes,
Full moon.
full moon. Dr. Aditi?
Sorry, Andi, I couldn't hear the question.
Okay, solar eclipses always occur on full moon or new moon or something else?
Yeah, yeah. So what did he answer?
What did you answer, Arul?
Full moon.
Full moon.
Right. Right, correct.
Okay, perfect. So, last question, should I ask? Pakka. I want everybody to shout out. Okay, last question. In which type of solar eclipse can the diamond ring effect occur? In which type of solar eclipse can the diamond ring effect occur? Okay, let me see you. Anybody else wants to try? Arul has raised his hand. Anybody else wants to try? Apurv,
Apurv has
Apti.
replied. Apurv has typed on the
Okay.
chat.
Okay, Apurv has typed in the chat. Annular. Dr. Aditi, is that correct?
I think it's total eclipse.
Sorry?
I think it's in case of total eclipse, total solar
Okay,
eclipse.
yes. It is during total solar eclipse. So can you just explain us how does that work? What is the
So,
total diamond? So what is this diamond ring effect, and like how does it happen in the total solar eclipse?
okay, so total eclipse occurs when again when Earth and then Moon and then Sun are in a line, and in case of total eclipse, it's actually the umbra. So this is the picture, okay, for solar eclipses. So total eclipse will be when where this umbra lies, the small dark circle. So what happens during the total eclipse? The rays of the sun, they pass through the craters of the moon, and so that bright diamond sort of a thing is because of that, and rest of the ring is just the atmosphere of the sun. It's not the corona, just what effect we have in the near atmosphere of the sun.
Okay, children. So this is what it looks like. Wow. So it looks like a ring with a diamond on the side. Is that correct? Is this picture correct?
Yeah, yes, teacher.
So isn't this the annular eclipse?
No, this is
No,
total.
this is total eclipse.
Oh, so annular has a bigger ring on the edges, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So this time it was a very thin ring because distance was little less.
Okay, okay.
And when it's very less, when moon is at a very near position, which they showed in the video also.
Right.
So then it completely covers the sun, and then we get a total eclipse.
Okay, okay.
And
When it's closer.
and when the distance from Earth increases, and then we slowly get the annular one.
Right. Okay. Wow.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Aditi,
So
for
informative.
for a really insightful session on eclipses. Even we didn't know many of the things. I think the children knew most of it. So we were the ones who were learning. But thank you all the children for taking out time and joining us. And we will be having more such sessions on different topics. So please do tune in to our Facebook page and join our channel on YouTube, Story Mitra, to get all the updates. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.